Thanks for joining the show, everybody. Thanks for joining the show. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to put a couple of things out that I want everybody to know. Once again, I said share this broadcast, share the broadcast, and use the hashtag Carolina State Championships. Carolina State Championships. Use the hashtag Carolina State Championships. When you share this broadcast, I'll let you know why a little later on in the broadcast. Couple of quick things I want to talk about. Real big, our YouTube channel. We need you guys to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out, we got some great videos up there. We got a new membership push video that I think is pretty cool that I've been sharing lately. But we got a great, we need you guys to sign up for it and just subscribe. We need your views and we need your subscriptions to help us grow and create our own channel. You can find us by doing a YouTube search and just put in Women's Flag Football Network. That pulls us right up. Also, membership. We're pushing membership. You guys, you know, membership is only $15 a year. And the year starts today and goes all the way through next year into 2019. Just $15 to become a member. We really need you guys to become members, to support what we're doing. All of our money goes to the basic operations of the Women's Flag Football Network. And we continue to try to grow and do more for the Women's Flag community. But things take money, and we use your memberships to do that, to help get us deeper into the community and grow the sport. So we really need you guys to become members. Talk about Nationals real quick. Nationals in January is coming up on the east side of the country. So we got the USFTL Nationals on January 12th, 13th, 14th in Sarasota, Florida. Registration is now opening. We already got some teams that already registered. Chicago Force, what's up? Y'all guys already registered. So we got some teams already registered. Let's jump in and get your registration done. We also have a 5 versus 5 billet to fill for Nationals this year as well. If you're interested, go ahead and register. They won't charge you if we don't have enough teams. We've already talked about that. So get in there and let them know you're interested. This 5-on-5 division, we're going to really start growing. I've already talked to some of you guys about Mashonda, Gilmore, and myself really looking to push the effort for the 5-on-5, especially coming up next year, 2018. So this is a great opportunity to get involved in the 5-on-5 effort. Let's see what else we got real quick. This is a great opportunity to get involved. Let's click the mute button there. Sorry. Had a little echo. And thank you, Leah Lawrence, my inaugural member, our very first member of the Women's Flag Football Network. She renewed. And thank you. Always been supportive. Much love to you, Leah. Much love. Also, real quick, if you guys need new uniforms, we are about to ink a deal with a uniform company that's going to introduce themselves to you through us with a huge 30% off discount fire sale. We're only going to do it for 1 week. 1 week. So if you need uniforms, let me know and I will hit you guys back with the details. But we're going to do that for only 1 week. And it's probably going to start next week, no later than the week after that. Tiffany's going to be talking with them tonight on the phone. We're going to ink that deal if everything looks good. And they're really going to be offering us a lot of great things to help support what we're doing. Customized flags, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to talk about it more once we ink the deal. But definitely, if you need new uniforms, hit me up on an email so I don't miss you when I put out the promotion. But I will be putting out the promotion about the new uniforms and how to get that 30% discount. So look out for that and let me know if you need it. Hey, Britt. Hey, Glenn, what's up? Two great supporters of the Women's Flag Football Network. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring in our guest so we can get started. So our guest is coming all the way from Canada. All the way from Canada. We've been trying to get Canada on able to work it out. So Mishel Moore is our guest, and bam, there she is. Hey, Mishel, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you coming on the show. Brought you on here so you can talk about what's going on in Canada. I understand that you guys, Dawksports is now Dawksports TCFF.
Yeah.
Tell us all about that, how that came along, and tell us a little bit what's going on in Canada.
Okay, we noticed that with Dawksports traveling, it was just one team. We were only doing 1 game a year, maybe 2. It was usually just nationals, sometimes DC. So a few people that are more than invested into women's football decided to come together, form TCFF to have a brand, an identity to, I guess, support our movement to grow women's football. And we're going to start traveling as that. Hopefully we can grow. We're watching how the USFTL runs, how you guys run, and hopefully we can get some more teams and more players, new players, and start traveling and having all of Canada support us as we travel and compete with you guys.
Okay, good deal, good deal. And once again, we got Mishel Moore from Dawksports TCFF out of Canada. So, Mishel, tell me this. I know that you guys are selling shirts and sweatpants and things like that. What else are you guys doing to raise money? How are you promoting the brand and getting it out there?
We're hosting exhibitions, trying to at least every few months, little small tournaments with people who can't travel as much as the vets have been traveling, even for those two tournaments that we're going to. And when we do the exhibitions, we usually charge an entry fee. It includes our shirts so they can start wearing them at other football events to support other teams, kids teams, and other women's teams around Toronto and Canada. And those funds that they're supporting us with through those exhibitions go back into our league. Funds that come from purchases with our clothing line, it also comes back into our league, which is a deal that we've worked out with Top Uniforms here in Toronto. They're a great help. They do as much as they can for us, so it's a great deal.
Good deal, good deal. Once again, this is Mishel Moore talking to us from Canada, Dawksports TCFF. And one last question, Mishel. So one of the things that are a little bit different about Canada and the USFTL game is the rules by which you guys play on. Has there been any thought about conforming a little bit more to the Nationals rules? So when it comes time to play in Nationals or other USFTL sanctioned events, your players will be a little bit more acclimated with what we're doing as far as the rules and the styles?
We try to. We've noticed with going to DC and Florida this year that there's been some different rules, even with different refs. So we try to make sure we ask anything that might be different before the game starts, right. And so that we avoid injuries for one, and just being respectful of who we're facing and being there as a team.
Good deal, good deal. For those of you guys who are not aware of Dawksports, so Dawksports basically plays our style like once a year, at the most twice, and yet they always seem to come out and do pretty good in nationals. Like 2 years ago, they came in like third place, and and they're fully staffed. They are very competitive. A very competitive team. I'm going to talk a little bit about Kevin Doggins himself later on in the show, but we definitely wanted to get someone from Dawksports and Toronto to talk about what's going on with Canada. So any last words, anything else you want to throw out there for us before we let you go?
Yeah, sure. Just our social media handle. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. It's Toronto Contact Flag Football, TCFF. On both, we can use a follow. It helps with our support and our sponsors here. They like to see that we're getting attention before they make some deals with us. So like the page, sign up, do all that good stuff.
Good deal. Yeah, everybody, let's do that. Let's like their page. Let's follow them on social media. Let's support what's going on out there in Canada. Let's support the women's flag football community. That's what we always ask for, and that's what we always want. So thanks for being on the show, Mishel. I appreciate it. I know we had to go through some things since we missed you last week, but I'm so glad you were able to make yourself available so we could talk to you. So thanks a lot, and you have a great night.
You too. Bye, guys.
All right, bye. Hey, we're getting a shout out from Hector Perez out there in Puerto Rico. Hey, Hector, glad to hear from you. We're always looking to hear from our people in Puerto Rico with everything going on out there. So thanks for watching the show. Thanks for joining in, and you've got our blessings and thoughts and prayers with you guys out there in Puerto Rico. Our next guest coming up, and Mishel, you'll have to disconnect from the broadcast so I can bring in my next guest. But my next guest coming up is going to be Robert Palmer from KingPin Flag Football. So, Rob, if you go ahead and hit the invite button down at the bottom of your screen, I'll be able to bring you. While I'm in there, guys, I want you to stick around for the end of the broadcast because one of our members, Brittany Hodges, brought up a great topic late last week for women's flag. And we're going to discuss that topic, something that's dear to me and is important in the women's flag community. So we're going to discuss that after we finish with KingPin Flag Football. But KingPin Flag Football is a supporter of the Women's Flag Football Network. Not only are they members, but they are supporters. And we are 100% supporting their tournament going on next month. Next month in Charlotte. So I've brought Robert Palmer in, and he's going to talk about their tournament and everything that's going on with it, all the sponsors and everything. So it's great to have him on. But I want to say that before I get started with him, this is one of our special supporters in the women's game. And in order for us to grow, we definitely need to support the individuals that support us. And Robert and KingPin Florida, KingPin Flag Football have put in a lot and invested a lot into the Women's Flag Football Network, and we are glad to have them. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the floor over to you, Robert. Talk to us about your tournament. Talk to us about KingPin Flag. Let everybody know what's going on, bro.
Awesome. We have a huge giveaway from ESPN Charlotte right now. They are going to give away some tickets to the 49ers game. It'll be floor seats. It'll be a hospitality passes included with that. So that's free food and beverage pre-game. And then you'll get to sit floor seats for the game as well. And then there's a halftime pass as well that'll be included. So make sure you share the video. You may have to copy the link, post it, and add the hashtag in there, but definitely add the hashtag Carolina State Championships. We'll be searching that tag, and we'll randomly select a winner, which they will also be announced on ESPN Charlotte this Friday. So you'll have to tune in to the radio broadcast at ESPN Charlotte to listen out. You'll be announced as the winner.
And I'm sure we can get that broadcast online for ESPN Charlotte. I know ESPN puts all their broadcasts online, so that's an option as well, right?
Yeah, ESPNCharlotte.com. They should have it on there. You'll be able to. And if you're the winner, you don't hear your name, we can definitely get it out to you for sure.
Good deal. Everybody, make sure you share the broadcast. That's my broadcast right now with Rob in the screen.
Hashtag Carolina State Championships.
With the hashtag. That's right. Carolina State Championships. Share it now. All right, Rob, tell us what else is going on. Talk to us about the tournament.
All right, cool. So a little bit about KingPin. We definitely have concept tournaments. So we come from the concept of the player. I was a player, and I've been to a lot of tournaments, and I've noticed, if you don't win, it's not a very memorable experience. Rundown facilities, not that great complex that you're looking for your best, to compete your best. And we're definitely providing that. We'll definitely have some giveaways before and after. So we definitely just are about the player and the teams and making sure that everyone is included. So we definitely make sure that in our tournaments for sure. We have national sponsors. We just signed Twin Peaks. This is kind of their calendar here, and you can see in the screen there. But they're going to be a huge sponsor for us. Got some news coming about them. Body Armor has always been a huge sponsor. They were with us from day one. They'll definitely be out there. In the Monster Tournament, that was a huge tournament. We had over 55 registrations for that tournament as well. We had a big turnout. About 1,200 people attended that tournament. Top quality refs, USFTL sanctioned refs. We will actually have about 30 USFTL sanctioned at this upcoming tournament. We have about 85 registrations right now in this tournament spread throughout the event. We have.
Cool. Let me jump in real quick right there because you guys who know me and know about running tournaments, I put a lot on good officiating. I always say officiating will make or break a tournament, just well it'll make or break a league. So it's really important that these guys are using USFTL sanctioned officials to be a part of their event. Take that in stride when you consider going to this event. That we're going to have some great officials and for the event, and that's real important. And I know you guys as players know how important it is to have those officials. I'm sorry, Rob.
Oh, no.
That's my thing.
You're definitely welcome. It's your show. I'm just a guest. But we also have some really good competition that we already have signed up, especially for the 5-man event. We have Fruition in there. I think Miss Hodge is going to put a team in there. Not exactly sure what team she's going to have yet, but Diamonds are in there. Apocalypse are coming. So the 5-man women's is already shaping up really nice. We definitely have some teams. We have Untouchables, JYD. They're already signed up in the 8 women's contact division. In the 7 women's division, we also have Apocalypse. They'll also be in there. We have a few others that I don't have in front of my sheet with me right now, but we definitely have some teams that are definitely interested and filling up pretty quickly as well.
Good deal.
And also too about the scheduling. So the small fields and the big fields like 8s and 7s, you can play in multiple styles at our tournament because we'll be using block scheduling, and so you'll be able to play multiple styles without it interfering because of that block scheduling. We got who's DMV.
Good deal, good deal. That's important because we do have a lot of people.
I see some Wolfpack guys out there for the DMV. 8-man
yeah,
shouting out there.
yeah.
But also, Twin Peaks we're going to have concessions out there, but we've signed a deal with Twin Peaks, and they will actually be hosting the concessions. Twin Peaks, the restaurant, will be doing the concessions for us. They also have a presence out there. The Twin Peaks girls will be out there as well. And that's also where we're going to have our packet pickup. So when you come to get your schedule and your packet pickup, it will be hosted at Twin Peaks. So they'll have some goodies for you there as well. ESPN Charlotte's going to be there. They're actually bringing a DJ. We'll have a DJ out there from ESPN Charlotte from 6 to 9. They'll also be out there. They'll have a presence just like Body Armor. They'll have some fun giveaways as well for the participants of the tournament. So it's going to be a great tournament, sponsored event. So you don't want to miss it. We're approaching 100 registrations right now, so it's going to be a really good event.
Good deal, good deal. I was telling Rob a little bit earlier that the Women's Flag Football Network is a 90% chance that they will be there. I had an obligation, a previous obligation set up, and I'm going to work around getting out of that at the Falcons game that day. So I'm going to work around getting out of that, and we're going to get down to Charlotte and enjoy this event and get a chance to watch how they put on the event. But once again, like I said, KingPin Flag Football is a supporter of the Women's Flag Football Network, as well as we are a supporter of them. Let's support each other, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we grow.
One more thing.
Our entity. This is how we grow, by supporting each other and rotating our dollars within our own community of women's flag football. Go ahead, Rob.
We have special rates for the hotels as well. We got a deal with the hotel. You need to inbox us. $64.99 a night. We have hotels for the players for $64.99 a night. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. You can, get out of it 2 nights, Friday and Saturday, under $150. You can't beat that. They'll also accept cash. It's less than 2 miles from the facility where we'll be hosting the tournament. It's in proximity to everything, so you'll definitely be able to get to the tournament. I mean, you can leave 30 minutes before the game and make it within plenty of time. So the location of everything is ideal. Like I said, all the hotels, there's about 6 hotels right within the vicinity, less than 2 miles from the actual complex. So you'll be able to have access to that, and we're about 15 minutes from uptown Charlotte, which we have the epicenter. So it's actually some attractions too, some nightlife as well. We're working on getting some bars and lounges for after the event as well for the event. So we're working on that part, but we definitely have the special rate for the teams for $64.99 a night for the hotel room, starting at $64. So we got that for the players as well.
Good deal. And I wanted to say that Rob has mentioned some things that we in the women's flag football community think is important. We don't just want to go and just have a game and then sit in a hotel. These guys this is an event. They have things set up for us to do when we're playing and when we're not playing. Got a place for us to stay. You can't beat the hotel rate. I don't know how they worked it out, but you can't beat the hotel rate. And he's also getting things going on around the community. Twin Peaks, I'm sure if you live in a major city, there's a Twin Peaks there. So you guys may be already familiar with the restaurant Twin Peaks. So, I mean, these guys are working hard to put on an event. Let's get out there and support it. Let's be there or be square. I'm looking forward to this event, Rob. You got anything else for us?
No, man. Just make sure you're there. We got some more giveaways. We'll be raffling off some more stuff for the players. We've signed a lot of sponsorship deals that allow us to give more to the players. So make sure you check us out, kingpinsports.com. That's sports with a Z. Make sure you check out our Facebook page, KingPin Flag Football. We'll also be announcing some giveaways for the players as well at the upcoming registration. So just tune in. We'll have lots of giveaways, lots of things for the players for sure.
All right, good deal, good deal. Way to put it on, man. That's how you put on an event.
Yes, sir. We're just trying to be like you, Norm.
I like that. Hey. Right. Look, I want to be like I want to be. If I can be like I want to be, we can all be good.
Right.
Hey, thanks again for joining on the show. And everybody, like I said, let's support what's going on here in this community. They got sponsors. Sponsors want to see numbers. So let's bring in the numbers for them, and they can continue to have sponsors for the events they do in the future. And they got Body Armor as one of the sponsors as well. So that's great. So, hey, guys, let's get out there. Let's enjoy this event.
We'll see you soon,
all right,
Norm.
Rob, thanks a lot for being on the show.
Yes, sir.
And me and you'll talk again. All right. All right, so we're going to jump to the last portion of the show. I like to keep it short. But once again, like I said, Brittany Hyde just brought up an awesome topic last week on her page, and some of you may already be aware of it. But I said, hey, I got to talk about this because I'm interested in putting this information out. And I like talking about these topics because these are the things within the women's flag football community that we talk about a lot, and we give praises to each other. And my platform is just another opportunity to continue to push the praises that we give to one another, the respect that we give to one another, as well as the notoriety that we give to one another about what's going on. The top 3 coaches in women's flag football. And I thought that topic was so good because there's a lot of great coaches in women's flag football. And if you're not a part of the community, you're missing out on some great things that are going on out there on the football field. But there's some great coaches out there. I'm going to talk about what do I have here? I got 5 coaching staffs that I'm going to talk about real briefly. They are not in order. I say it again. They are not in order. I don't want to get shot. They are not in order. But this is a great topic, and I definitely wanted to bring in those coaches. So we've had, not in order, we've got the Black Mamba staff of Travis Chase and Rick Fobbs. Black Mamba staff, considered one of the best coaching staffs in women's flag football. We got Brent Fisher from JYD. I got much love for Brent. I always talk about that game between Brent, Lady Elite, and JYD. A couple of years ago in North Carolina, one of the best coached games I have ever seen in my life. And to follow Brent, of course, the next coaching staff is Lady Elite with Larry Duncan and Jamal Chisholm. Hey, these guys are, this. I'm gonna break for 1 second. No. Let me put all the names out there first before I talk about them some more. All right. We also got Herman Barlow, who also teams up with Jay Jones for Knockout. Great coaching staff there. And then last on the list right now, we got Kevin Dawkins for Dawksports, TCFF. So I'm going to talk about a little all 5 of them real quick, just to give you a little taste of why I think they're special. We'll start off with Kevin Dawkins since I just ended with him. As we saw earlier from Mishel, and we briefly talked about it, Toronto plays under different rules than we do in the USFTL sanctioned games when they come to nationals. So they come to nationals and they play by USFTL rules like once a year, maybe twice if they come into another tournament. And yet these guys come all the time and they perform. So just imagine playing one style your entire season and then going and playing a whole totally different style for one tournament or 2 tournaments a year. That's changing your whole philosophy, your whole strategy. That's gearing your players up to do different things that they're not used to doing. That's huge, and everybody can't do that. Kevin keeps these young ladies organized. He keeps them focused, and he keeps them up to date on what's going on and the rules, differences, what they're doing, and what they're going to do in the tournament. So that's awesome coaching right there. We're going to jump up to Herman Barlow and Jay Jones from Knockout. Great coaching staff. Herman is he reminds me of myself because when I used to coach, very passionate when out there on the field, but definitely a good teacher as well as a great coach. Truly cares about his team and his ladies and pushing the envelope with their team to get them the championship status and getting them a national championship. We're going to jump up to Lady Elite. Lady Elite's, we know that Lady Elite is the most supportive team of the Women's Flag Football Network. No secret about that. They support me in everything that I do. And not only that, they are good. Great team, great people on the team, great competitors. They don't win every tournament, but they try to get in all of them. Probably the most traveled team in women's flag football. And Larry Duncan and Jamal Chisholm, they run that team very well. Much respect to them. Brent Fisher, Junkyard Divas, great coach. Brent breaks down the science of flag football. Women's flag football breaks down the science. And this is a science to this game and coaching it. And if you don't understand that, you'll get left behind. How to teach, how to execute, how to pay attention to what the opposition is doing, and how to counter it. There's a science to this game. And Brent is one of the better coaches that do that. And then we got the back national champions, Black Mambas. Travis Chase and Rick Fobbs, the coaches of Black Mambas, these guys win. I mean, they win. They come to nationals and they win. And you would think that as many times as they win, that there's no competition at nationals for one team to continue to do that, when it's the exact opposite. The competition just gets greater and greater every year, but Black Mambas always seems to come out on top. It's going to be great, and looking forward to seeing them this year and to see if anybody is going to dethrone the champs. But great topic, Brittany. I appreciate you putting that on your page. I appreciate all the feedback. I think I only had over 200 and something comments commenting on the topic. And it just lets you know there's so much passion and so many people interested in what's going on in the women's flag community. So great topic, great bringing it up, and I appreciate that. I'm going to end the show. I just want you guys to remember a couple of things. Once again, subscribe to us on YouTube. Search Women's Flag Football Network on YouTube and hit that subscribe button, that little red button down at the bottom. Hit it. We need your subscriptions. We need your views. We want to become a permanent channel, and we can't do it without our subscriptions and our views. Secondly, membership. $15 a year, ladies and gentlemen. $15 a year. If you sign up right now, it lasts you all the way to 2019. We need your membership to grow. Point blank. We need your membership to grow. That $15 is what, 3 Happy Meals? It's not going to do much for you, but it does a hell of a lot for us. Give us that $15. Become a member. Enjoy the benefits of becoming a member. We do multiple things for our members. Too late in the show to get into it, but as much as putting your team page online, doing registrations for tournaments, all kinds of things we do for our members that a lot of people don't even know about. As well as the deal we just brokered, or we're going to broker once we sign a name on a contract, that we're going to do a uniform company to be able to offer uniforms for our members. And once again, like I said at the beginning of the show, if you missed it, once we broker this deal for 1 week, they're going to do a fire sale for 30% off of all uniform orders. 1 week. And with that 1 week, all you have to do is put down $100 deposit to get your order started. $100. So you don't have to pay for the whole order straight off the bat. You put $100 down to hold your spot for that 1 week. And this is anyone around the country. This is not just East Coast, West Coast, Puerto Rico, Canada. This is anyone who's affiliated to Women's Flag Football Network. All you need is one member on your team to be a member of the Women's Flag Football Network to get that 30% discount. So if you're interested in that, you can either email me or follow me, because once that fire sale happens, it's only going to be available for 1 week. So, all right, guys. Thanks for joining in. Let me make sure I covered everything on my notes. I did. Download the app if you haven't already. Thank you for your support. We went a little longer than we wanted to. I only like to keep this for 20, 25 minutes. We pushed it out to 30, but we have some good information to talk about. Guys, thanks for your support. All of our broadcasts are rebroadcast on our YouTube channel. Once again, look up Women's Flag Football Network on YouTube and subscribe. All right, guys, you have a good night. Thanks for joining. Do you want to continue to see what's going on with the Women's Flag Football Network and keep up with women's flag football all around the world? Hit the subscribe button right here, somewhere. Hit the subscribe button and like our videos.